also gives people more time to join in, joining from faraway places. So I think it really helps the audience build a little. Are we live? We are live. Okay. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Ceasefire Advanced Intelligence Center. Today happens to be a special session for us today. Special because this is the very first webinar that we're streaming live in front of our audience in UK from this brand new studio that has got launched today. So this is going to be a permanent feature now at the Ceasefire Advanced Intelligence Center. Most of our digital content will be streamed live from here, going forward. So that is what makes this session today special. Viewers, thank you so much for taking our time and joining us in this session today. Today's session is on a futuristic firefighting technology called the Watermist technology. Today, in every sphere of life all around us, when there is rapid advancements in technology happening at almost breakneck speed, we as fire professionals also need to sit back, reflect, and think how fires are going to be fought in future. Whether the ABC powder, water, foam, CO2 extinguishers of the world still hold ground, whether the conventional firefighting technologies still be able to keep up with the demands of this ever-evolving modern world that we are all in today. And we had our doubts, and that is the reason we invested into a technology of future, which is the Watermist technology. So today, we're going to talk about this new technology, from every aspect in front of you. We've also lined up some live demonstrations, of our range today. But before we get on to the specifics of the session today, I think I'll take a moment to give you a sense of who we are, in Ceasefire as an organization and where we stand at what point of time today. Viewers, at Ceasefire, we're today a fast emerging global fire safety brand. We are the rarest organizations in the world in the fire safety domain to have such a diverse product portfolio, yet which is so 360-degree unified in that sense. So our product portfolio includes a full spectrum of solutions, starting from fire extinguishers to cabin protection systems to room systems, which include a whole range there. Starting from the chemical gas-based systems, inert gas-based systems, water-mist-based systems, which is a word in itself. Moving on to the segment of kitchen suppression, we do applications and systems which are meant for commercial kitchen application, domestic kitchen application, deploying both water mist and wet chemical technologies there. And then there is a whole lot of other state-of-the-art firefighting systems and accessories that we have, on offer in the marketplace today in the United Kingdom. But viewers, what makes us truly unique, and uniquely positioned in the marketplace is the fact that we can vouch for our quality. Why? Because all of these technologies that we're talking about, we are manufacturing all of these technologies ourselves. So at the heart of the Ceasefire ecosystem is our production facility where we manufacture all of these technologies that we're talking about here. And this production facility, viewers, is today fully compliant with the factory production control, the FPC guidelines laid down by the top quality agencies in the world. And these are top standards that we're talking about, standards including EN3, EN1866, LPCB, BSI Kite Mark, MED, PED, VDS, and then you have certain, process certifications like ISO and OSAS. So in the United Kingdom, viewers, Ceasefire today is a fully functional organization with massive investments in offices and warehouses and logistics, and stocks being available, in UK. And then we also have a fully functional product demonstration facility, equivalent of this place called the Ceasefire Advanced Intelligence Center in the United Kingdom. So at this point in time, when I speak to you, when we are opening our doors for the trade to join hands with us and join us as the Ceasefire Business Associates, I think it is the right time for the trade to join us, in this quest where, a whole lot of attractive schemes are available, for our potential partners to join hands with us and get started. So with that, I think I'll come back to the session today, which is about the Watermist technology. And here we are going to delve deeper into this technology and showcase the entire range that we have. Of course, the focus is primarily going to be on portable fire extinguishers deploying Watermist. We also do Watermist in systems, and we'll take that some other day separately. And today I'm going to be joined by two of our technology experts, Pranav Diwan and Amit Bajpai, who are going to be talking about all aspects of the technology in front of you. So I'm happy to welcome Pranav to begin with. Pranav comes with extensive background on working on this technology since past many years. So Pranav, welcome so much on this session. I think a good way to start the session today will be to just give a view to our viewers on what this technology is all about and how this is different from the conventional technology that we have in the marketplace. And that's how I think we get started with the session today. So what is Watermist, if you can throw some light there?
Vishal, Watermist has been with us for quite a long time. NFPA would define Watermist as any water particle size of diameter 1,000 microns or less as Watermist.
Under 1,000 micron is the size that they specify under NFPA.
Sure. Now, C5 deals with micron sizes between 125 to 180 microns. So, let's look at why somebody should choose a Watermist system. For one, it is environmentally friendly. The first concern for everybody is to be environmentally friendly. So in that way, if we were going to look at, we will start by first understanding why Watermist is going to be so powerful and why it's going to be used in minuscule quantity to fight large fires. So if we were to understand, we have 2.6 megawatts of energy requirement to actually evaporate 1 liter of water in a second. That's humongous. That's quite a lot of energy. But this energy is not available at all times. It has to be spread over large areas. That means we need an effective methodology of disbursement of water over this fire source. So what we do is that we use something called a Watermist technology or creation of Watermist from normal water. Sure. So if we were to understand what would be the advantages of such a system, since I require very little water, so there's lot of clean water in the environment, so I would get, I'll be able to do my firefighting with minuscule amount of water.
Become super efficient in that sense.
Super efficient, and besides that, there's no hazard, there's no chemical.
Right.
And third of all, most important, there's no collateral damage.
Right.
So you're using small amounts, it will not damage your equipment. Then we'll say no thermal shock, no conductivity, maybe very healthy for the person who's going to use it because Watermist will scrub the air of toxins. It will also be good for visibility. So all these actually accumulate into saying that I want Watermist.
If you also tell us the firefighting action of Watermist, I think that will make people understand.
Absolutely. There are twofold action in Watermist. Water has quite a lot of inherent energy absorption from converting from liquid to a gas.
This is the cooling ability, the ability to cool down.
Absolutely. So this energy, when it is consumed, it will cool.
Right.
So that is the primary thing which Watermist does in putting out the fire, removing the heat content from the fire. And the second thing would be when water converts to steam, as it evaporates, it creates an inertness around the fire. We don't actually need to touch the fire. We just inert it with the steam, and this will remove all oxygen in the close vicinity of fire, and the fire knocks down very quickly.
Yes.
So these are the two primary functioning of a Watermist into extinguishment.
Sure.
Now, another question which you might get on to is, be very inquisitive. How do we make Watermist? Okay, so Watermist is generated worldwide in two methodologies. One is the single fluid method, and the other is the twin fluid method. In a single fluid method, through a nozzle, we have a singular input and a singular output. In a twin fluid method, we have two distinct inputs of water and air and two distinct outputs on the other side of the same. And the way they are mixed, we produce mist. So if we were to look at what ceasefire is doing in their portable extinguishers and their trolley mounted extinguishers, the single fluid technology. And in this single fluid technology, we are using something called the pulse rotor technology, which is a really ingenious method of creating mist at very low pressures. So just bear with me as I do my props. Viewers, I would like you to see a typical single fluid ceasefire nozzle. If you see, there are multiple holes or pair of holes within this nozzle. Okay, these emit streams of water which can collide with each other as they come out of the nozzle. So the angle at which they collide, their stream size or their velocity decides on what is the particle size, how far from the nozzle can you generate mist, what will be your coverage area. All this is decided by that. And in Watermist, something which is most important is to critically decide what is going to be your particle size. If you have a high intensity heat, my choice would be a finer particle size. And if I have a low intensity heat, a finer particle size. And if I have a high intensity heat, then I would require a coarser particle size of water, because with that heat influx, I can actually evaporate even that coarser amount. Now, if you look at an analogy, you do not require much of a heat and a concentration to evaporate water. Let's do this experiment at home. Just dip your water, shake off the excess water, rub your hand vigorously, and you'll see that your hands are dry. So what am I doing? I'm spreading water efficiently over my heat source, which I'm heating my hands while rubbing them together. So this is how we also use the water mist in extinguishing the fire. So to the heart of this system, we have two kinds of technologies in this thing. One is the pulse rotor technology, which I told you. Yeah. So if you look at our pulse rotor, this is a specialized.
So we come closer to the camera.
It's a specialized modified deck tube. It has a rotor at the bottom. It has an air tube on the side and a siphon tube on this side. Now, as this is installed within the cylinder and water keeps going down when the extinguisher is activated, more and more holes on the air pipe allow the propellant to reach the rotor. Now, what happens is with a constant stream of air arriving at the rotor, you can have a constant flow outside of the rotor.
Perforated. Huh?
It is actually perforated.
In the air.
So, with the constant flow of water coming out, you do not have any stutters in the flow outside of the nozzle with varying pressure. So, this is most important in generating mist, because we need a constant velocity for collision. Next thing is that at a particular pressure, we can actually reach to a certain velocity. You can go further than that without having to increase the pressure, but we're having the reverse effect over here. As the equipment is operated, the pressure keeps on falling. So what I'm going to do over here is that I'm going to introduce this propellant with the rotor and let it pass through this siphon tube outside as a bubble mixture. Okay, the nitrogen mixes with water and reaches your nozzle, and when it reaches the nozzle, the collision effect between this nitrogen particle and water particle is far more than a water particle hitting a water particle together. So as this comes out in pulses, your water mist can become finer as the collision velocity increases. Okay. The second methodology is where we are using in stream of foam into the jet of high velocity air. And this technology we use in a cast system or compressive foaming system, which really aerate foams and make them so thick that they can actually stick onto surfaces, even horizontal and vertical.
We have this thicker layer of foam.
Thicker layer of foam, more firepower, plus it gives more contact time with the surfaces, allowing for heat transfer. So that's all in our water mist introduction.
Sure. So what we will do now is, thank you so much for this in-depth understanding of the water mist technology. What we will do now, viewers, is we will quickly move you to our demonstration block, where we lined up some live demonstration of our products. And after that, once you witness our products take on real fires, we'll come back again and open the session right here from the studio to take on any questions that you may have, and we'll be very happy to get them answered. But for now, we'll now take you to our second technology expert, Amit Bajpai, who's lined up an interesting session for you in our demonstration block, viewers. So we'll just quickly see the video. Do you want to do that again? It's okay. You can do this again. And we'd like to begin with, maybe giving you viewers a view of what this technology is all about, Amit, and then you can take it on from there. So we've spoken about Watermist as the opening thing.
Okay, thanks. So today we are introducing you the technology of water mist as to how the water mist is being created. Uh, Water mist is the tiny particles of water, which is between 60 to 150 microns, and it has got a kinetic energy. Uh, there is a uh, there is a break into the water, therefore there is no conductivity is there in the water, so you will not get electrocuted, right? uh, One more thing is very important here, that after becoming this as a water mist technology, you can also fight class F fires, which is a most deadly fire in the world of firefighting. And we have got two technologies of water mist. This is here at this side what we are showing you. This is all a pulse mist water mist technology based on the stored pressure type uh, technology. And we actually have created specially designed dip tubes. So these dip tubes, if you could see, it has got the four mixing chambers inside this, and outside if you see, there is a thick dip tube which is connected with four breathing tubes separately. So this dip tube is being used to bring the nitrogen from the top and water from the top. When it is activated, the mixing chamber is mixing nitrogen and water together, and this mixed water and nitrogen thing is further traveling onwards to the specifically designed nozzles. So I would like to show you the nozzle here.
So these are specially designed nozzles to generate water mist.
Yes. So what happens with the propellant here? You can actually create a kind of kinetic energy,
Sure.
which helps the water mist to reach to the fire and extinguish the fire. So using this pulse mist based technology, and I have shown you four rotors. With the small portable extinguishers, we are using single rotor. Technology is same: single dip tube, single breathing tube, and one mixing chamber. Rest of the technologies are absolutely same. So the water mist technology now further is being extended to two variants. In fact, we have added a very small quantity of foam into it to enable this water mist to fight class B fires also, right? So we have added 1% of the foam or 0.5% of the foam, making it a foam mist or a green foam mist.
Sure. So, allowing the viewers to just absorb the range a little, I'd like to pan the camera on the entire range. So, like Amit explained, one side of the water mist is on the CAF technology, which is the cartridge with.
This one I would like to explain. This is compressed air foam system technology, where you have external cartridge.
Sure.
Here you can see there are two versions of it: 9 liters and 50 liters. 9 liters, 50 liters, both are BSI tested. While 9 liter is tested as per EN 37. And 50 liter is tested as per EN 1866.
Sure.
So both are certified by BSI and kite mark. 50 liter is kite mark. 9 liter we have got a verification certificate because it is having some deviations versus 37, because 37 doesn't permit you a backpack.
Sure. And I see humongous fire ratings here, 233B and 4B there. So in the 9 liter variant,
These
it's
are
a very high
ratings
rating of
actually
233B.
So 9 liter special foam does a fire rating of 43A and 233B,
Sure.
wherein the 50 liter does a 4B. So that's the size of the fire what you could fight using these extinguishers.
Sure.
When we come to the pulse mist side of it, we have got foam mist.
So this is the portable segment
The portable segment.
water mist and foam mist.
And foam mist, you can fight class A, class B, class F, and electrically started fire.
Sure.
So all classes of fire, this is applicable.
Sure.
This is as good as your powder extinguishers for class A, B, and C.
Correct.
Wherein, in addition to that, you also get a firefighting capability of class F, which
Sure.
powder cannot do.
Sure.
So that's where this is
So
becoming
we're
a kind
talking
of
about sizes of 2, 3, 6, 9 in the foam mist and the same in the water
foam
mist.
mist, we have 2 and 6, and when you go to water mist, we have 2, 3, 6, and 9.
2, 3, 6, and
So
9.
4 brands. Here also, if I talk about the biggest one, the 9 liter, it can fight a fire of 21A and 75F. 75F means 75 liters of cooking oil burning, heated, and extinguished using this technology.
Sure.
In fact, your 6 liter can also do a 75F.
Yes.
So that's the maximum limit of fire into class F. That's what it could do. When we talk about class B, your 9 liter, 6 liter can do 144B. So that's the size of the fire. It does 40F and it does 13A. So that's the fire rating. So these extinguishers have got the best of the fire ratings what we could achieve because the advancement in the technology.
Next one.
The next one is a dual cylinder based system, and these are two cylinders of 6.5 liters each, that is 13 liter. There is a specially designed nozzles. This is also pulse mist based technology, and this is available, the version is available into a trolley and a backpack combo.
So this one is mounted on the trolley. If you see, this is on wheels.
Yeah.
And the same thing can also
So
be
you
put
have
on
a
the
harness,
back.
you can wear it at your back also. So depending on the way you want to fight a fire, this gives you a very ease to reach to the fire very quickly, either by this the wheel or by the backpack option.
I see a very specialized gun here, which again can be worked on two modes. You know, you can shift the mode from the jet to the spray mode, and there is a special protection for the firefighter right there.
So with the EN 1866 range, which is the trolley mounted range of pulse mist, or you talk about the cap.
Yes.
The nozzles have got this special provision of a jet mode or a spray mode.
Sure.
So depending on a fire, what you are approaching, the way you are approaching to a fire, you can actually switch on your modes and you can reach to jet mode and spray mode.
Absolutely.
So while you are away from the fire and from a safe distance, you can fight a fire with a jet mode so that the intensity of fire can come down. And once the fire intensity is brought to the control level, then you can go nearer, change the direction to a spray mode and finish the final flame.
Sure.
So that's what is the technology with this jet and spray.
Sure. So we saw the cat, we saw the portable Watermist and foam mist.
Yeah.
We then saw action pack, the portable and backpack trolley mounted, and the backpack Watermist. And this is also available in the foam mist version.
Yes, it is available in Watermist and foam mist
version.
Our trolley, which we called as a quad,
And
is
then
also
you have
available
finally
in,
the quad.
So it is also available in foam mist and Watermist version. Similarly, here also your options are there. Only cap is available in only foam version.
Only
So
foam.
the name sounds itself, it is CAFS, compressed air foam system.
Correct. We should talk a little about quad. This particular thing is available in 25 liter, 50 liter, and 100 liter capacity.
Yes, the biggest size is 100 liter.
Yes.
And the fire ratings is the maximum what we had achieved is 4B.
4B.
That is, we have achieved only with 25 liters.
Sure.
Because there is no bigger ratings are available in EN 1866.
You only achieve the maximum.
Yeah,
the highest.
we have achieved the maximum with the 25 liters. And obviously the same rating is applied on 50 and 100.
I see a very specialized gun here again. The profile of the gun is spectacular. Again, this has the provision to change the mode from the jet to the spray mode, and this becomes part of the system. Okay, so after having explained you, viewers, the range, let's move on to some real action, and show you these products in action. I mean, that'll be
Yeah,
really
Vishal,
fun.
we have done a few setups today. Some of the class A fires, class B fires. We had also created a mock-up which resembles a kind of your office or a home environment.
Right.
And we would like to demonstrate as to what if you are using a water mist or a powder into the same environment, which is an indoor application.
So do you want to begin with that? Is that the first thing that you lined up?
I
Okay.
would like to show that. So please follow me. Thank you very much. So here we have done a small setup where we have kept some fruits and some electronics, some files. We would like to light a small fire here, and we would like to extinguish it first with the water mist technology so that you can see there is no visibility problem. You can breathe well. Absolutely everything will be neat and clean here. And after that, then we'll be doing a fire with the powder. And once we do with the powder, you will see that what kind of effects or what kind of problems are coming. So I think it is better that all the viewers should see the demonstration and see it live and decide as to what is the difference between both the products.
So I call for the guy to.
Yes, can I please invite the firefighter just to light a fire? And I'm getting ready in the meantime. Thank you, Chandpal. So here is your fire. My product is ready. With one spray, I think I can finish this fire like this. Take it, you go closer, and so it's done. So it's a heptane fire, which I have just finished with only water, is because fire size was small, so it could be done very fast. And even this product can do a very good firefighting for you. It could do 1A fire for you, which is 5A for you. Yeah.
And we still have small room, if you can see, there is no problem with visibility, and we can see each other anywhere, very well. No smoke, no clouds or dust. So absolutely clean. The food items are absolutely safe, still to be consumed right away.
So maybe it's time to restart the fire again.
And this time
I'm now getting ready with the powder, and I'm going to wear my mask because I know there will be some powder coming out. Can I ask the firefighter to come in and light this fire for me? Thank you, Chandra. So now you see, I'm going to start the powder, right? And I'm fighting from the same distance. So,
and then you can see
the cloud of the powder, although I have sprayed maybe 100 or 200 grams of powder only, but you can see what has happened inside. Cameraman can go closer and can show us. You actually step outside. Yeah, please come out.
even for us to give you the footage.
Yeah, you can see it from outside also if you want to show a glimpse of the room. So this is what happens with the powder. This was just 1 kg of the powder, out of which I would have sprayed maybe 200 grams of the powder, and that's the situation. If just you can assume if I would have sprayed 4 kg, 6 kgs inside a room, then what would happen? Now the next one, the demonstration is ready. We are going to light a small trip class 8 fire, wood trip fire.
And which product are you?
And we will be fighting it with the action pack. Okay. Again, the water mist version.
Sure.
So pure water, and we'll fight this fire. So my firefighter will help me to fight this fire for me. So I'm giving a little bit of pre-burn.
And the pre-burn is largely to let the fire establish a little.
Yes, yes.
Okay, he will go when you prompt.
So maybe at the count of 3, Chandapal, are you ready?
Yes, he's also.
You ready? Okay, great. You want to let the fire grow further? I don't mind.
Yes, let it establish.
Yeah, this product can do even bigger fire than this. So, yeah, but I want the heptane to get finished so that the pre-burn starts in the wood. So that's the action pack, what my firefighter is using. He's using it on a trolley. I think we have given enough pre-burn.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see the heat also. At the count of 3, firefighter ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. Very good. Very good. You can go closer.
And that's the beauty of Watermist, because it's best suited for the deep seated fires, especially the A-class ones.
Yeah.
It just brought down the temperature to below combustion levels immediately, and the flames are completely out.
So thank you, Chandrapal. So now it's time to move out and let us show you some more products in action. I have one more family member of Pulse Mist technology.
The biggest one.
That's the biggest one. And in the meantime, they are getting ready with the quad demonstration, which is the trolley on a foam mist version. So let us start that fire first. So can I ask cameraman to go closer and take a shoot of that? Yeah. Yes, that's okay. Please stay here. Stay distance. Yeah. So this is 25 liters of quad foam mist technology fire extinguishers, which we are now starting. This can do 4B fire. So you can see now. Okay. Can we fight the fire now? 3, 2, 1, and go. Lovely. So
You can see
the thick foam,
here.
and this foam has come out with only with the 1% of AFFF added to the total extinguishing agent. And this quality of foam can only be achieved because of our pulse mist technology and our water mist technology added together. Only with 1%. Can I ask Chandrapal, can you come and can you show us a throw?
Just to see the throw of
Just
the.
a spray. Can you just camera please move there? Yeah. Okay. Just see this. See how the throw is going. Just see. So this product can do minimum 14 meters of the distance what you could achieve at a jet mode. And when we are firing it at a spray mode, then you have a umbrella being created around the firefighter. Here you can see the umbrella. This is jet mode, spray mode. You can keep on switching your mode.
Okay, moving on to
So moving to the next one, next technology. Uh, I would like to explain this technology to you. This has got 4 cylinders. Each cylinder has got 62.5 liters of uh, agent, which is mixed with only 1% of the AFFF foam. It has got multi-rotors inside. So every cylinder has got a 4 rotor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have total 16 rotors are there inside for mixing the nitrogen and the agent together. This is connected to a manifold at the center, and this manifold is further connected to a cannon. So this cannon helps you to fight a fire 360 degrees. You can take a full round of this cannon. So whichever direction you have a fire, you can move it.
turn it.
So that's one. Second thing, you have a hose reel here. So the idea of this system is when you have a large size of fire, you can fight the fire from a safer distance. This gives you approx 22 meters of the throw.
You
can
deliver
fight
large
it
amount
from
of agent.
a far distance, and once the fire comes under control, this hose reel, the firefighter can run with and can reach very close to the fire and can fight the fire to finally finish it up. So that's what is the product. So we can move the camera there. I think firefighters are ready to light the fire. They have already poured the oil. Yeah. So you have to be away from the throw area. Because
Okay, so we are going to fight it from a very large distance, about over 20 meters, I mean?
yeah. So it is like approximately 17-18 meters from there. Fire is becoming bigger and bigger. We are getting the product ready. Lovely. Yeah. Can I ask my firefighter to start on the count of 3, 2, 1, go. Look at this. Look at the flow. Lovely.
Lovely.
You actually don't need to take the hose reel there, but can I request you to just pull the hose reel and run towards the fire area so that everyone can see how the hose reel is working. So look at this.
So like you explained,
Like this, the hose reel can.
so the role of the cannon is to fight the fire, and then the
So look at this. This is creating umbrella, and so this has also got a jet and spray mode. There is a umbrella which is being created so that the firefighter is absolutely safe from the fire. Very good. Thank you very much. So now you can see the thick foam which is being generated by the cannon because of the mixing has been done using the multi-rotors inside the container. So
oh, it's all milky white.
it's all thick.
Yeah, it's
very thick.
And that is what really decides how potent the agent becomes on the Class B fire, the thickness of the foam and how, rich the foam.
So our next demonstration will be of the CAF, compressed air foam system, which we would be putting on our back. So it is a backpack, and we'll be fighting a Class B fire again. So, can I please request you to bring the backpack? Okay. So help him to wear it, or you can wear it alone also. So that's where the firefighter is getting ready. You can go closer to the firefighter also while he's getting ready.
And maybe show a closer profile of the product while he's mounting the product on his back.
So, can I please request you to come here? Thank you. So, you have got a belt where you can mount your gun, and you have a backpack here. Can you please turn? Look at this. This is 9-liter CAF, and can I please request you to start firefighting? Thank you, Chandapal. So start with the jet mode, and then come closer to this. So, yeah.
How big is the throw of this one, Amit?
Oh, this is around 13 meters. Can you please start? 3, 2, 1, go. Lovely. So you like it? Good, thank you. So that's it from the product demonstration side.
So I hope viewers, I hope you have enjoyed the demonstration that we lined up. With this, we will close the live demonstration segment of the webinar, and will now open up the session for you to ask any questions from our technology expert viewers. So you are most welcome to ask any questions, and we will be happy to answer. So welcome back, viewers. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration, that we carried out for you. No matter how much we describe the product in all the details, but the experience of watching the product take on real fires in real action is something else. It just put things in the right perspective and tells us what the true potency of the product is against fire. So viewers, at this point in time, we are opening up the session for any questions that you want to ask us. We have Pranav with us, who's our subject matter expert on Watermist, and we'll be very pleased to answer. I think we have the first question already. So this is coming from Marcel, who says, could you please list to me the particulars of the Watermist fire extinguishers considered to others? The Watermist extinguishers to others. Okay. I think you want to understand the features of our extinguishers versus others. So there is a whole list of things that we have in place. You can actually visit our website, and there is a specific section called as the Why Ceasefire section on the website. And point by point, you can go through the details of understanding what makes our extinguishers hugely different from others that are available in the marketplace. So starting from the steel that goes into the making of it, starting from the amount of metal that goes into the making of the valve, how our valves are 50% more heavier than what is available in the industry, to the kind of high grade steel that we use into the squeeze grips and the seals, the ferrules, how the ferrules never lose strength over the period of time because they are stainless steel, how we use a superior quality rubber hose pipe which do not crack over the period of time. We've listed that point by point, and unfortunately, if you were to dwell into that subject here, it will digress that thing completely. Ceasefire.co.uk is the website you need to go to, and visit the Why Ceasefire section. The entry of which is available for you at the home page only. And I think that'll be an interesting section for you to visit. But if there are any specific questions around the Watermist extinguisher that we have, from the entire range, their applicability on various scenarios, we'll be happy to get them answered. So if you can also look at the chat box if there are any questions there. Okay. I think the demonstration was a self-explanatory one, and then that's where maybe most of the questions have gotten answered. But around all technologies, we present from a one-sided communication, in terms of all that we wanted to cover about our products. But it's always interesting to hear back, what questions come from the trade, so that we know what is the kind of applicability of the product you are looking at in the marketplace for you. It's also a good time for us to hear, and see what are the questions that concern people from the trade who are either connected with us as business associates or who are looking to explore, joining hands with Ceasefire as the CBA, for us. And as I explained, this is probably a good time for businesses to join hands with Ceasefire because we have some fabulous schemes running right now, and if you were to join hands with Ceasefire as a business associate, there are these mega cashback offers, that are currently on, and you can avail them, So, okay, what we will do is we will allow it a few more minutes and see if there is anything that anyone wants to find out. Okay, nothing yet. So then in that case, what we will do is we will close the session right now. And thank you so much, everyone, for your time and for joining us in the session today.
When are we coming back again with a new webinar?
The next webinar is lined up on the 23rd, where we are going to be talking about our in-panel suppression system, CQRS, and also the kitchen suppression systems range. That is what we will be covering on the 23rd. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. And it was a pleasure having you with us today in the session. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you. Have a nice day.